Namaste. People were excited when the Prime Minister this month on 12 May announced a package worth 20 trillion rupees or 20 lakh crore. And then from the following day, the Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman went on reeling out different measures. Then people started making their own calculations, how much government is spending and what is in it to me. Then finally the cat is out of the bag. Now the finance minister herself has given the details. Now when the people, when they said that it was 20 lakh crore, how much that it amount to? The government itself said it is 10% of the gross domestic product, supposing distributed over 135 crore people. Let's say in per capita terms, that amounted to 14,184 rupees 81 paisa per head, or in dollar terms it is 187 if it were given that way. It's only just for calculation's sake I am telling it, but even the money is not even that much. And today, 17 May, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, she has clarified what is it that finally, of course we have to read between the lines. What did she say? This economic stimulus package includes not only whatever that has been announced in these 5 tranches, but the announcements made before the finance minister's declaration that there was going to be a package. The tax concession measures that started from March 22, of course that amount to some 7,800 crore. And the earlier package, Prime Minister Garib Kalyan package, PMGKP, that was worth 1,70,000 crore. And on the health sector, the Prime Minister's announcement, on health sector was 15,000 crore. So that itself aggregated to 1,92,800 crore. This was one part before the package has come. Then the first tranche, the package was equal to 5,94,550 crore. The second one was 3,10,000 crore. The third was 1,50,000 crore. And the fourth was, and fourth and five, she has clarified together, 48,100 crore. All these 4 packages aggregate to 11.02 lakh crore. And then the money that has been spent or announced to be spent was 1,92,800 crore. And then the Reserve Bank of India has also been implementing its own measures for the past 2 months. So that amount which is supposed to have been come from Reserve Bank of India was 9.94 lakh crore. So all this put together is not just 20 lakh crore, but it is a little more than that. 20 lakh 97,053 crore. That amounts to 15,533 rupees and 72 paise. And in dollar terms, if 20 lakh amounted to $187 per capita, this higher amount is a little higher, $204 per capita per head. Then the quantum is again 10% of the GDP. But is government actually going to spend this much money? Is a big question. Then there have been estimates. The CARE rating said only government is going to spend 75,000 crore rupees, 75,000 to 80,000 crore rupees immediately, and 1.5 lakh crore may be spent by the government, not immediately, but over a period of time. So the burden on government is only 75,000 to 80,000 crore immediately, and in the final analysis it is 1.5 lakh crore. Together it works out to 2.25 lakh crore at the best. That is what the care rating agency has estimated. Then Ernst and Young, what did it say? It said 2.02 lakh crore. What does it amount to? Is it 10% of the GDP? No. 10% of the GDP is 20 lakh crore or 20 lakh odd crore, the subsequent money that the government has said. This 2.02 lakh crore is 10% of that 10%. It is only 1 to 2% of the GDP, not 10% of the GDP. Then which are the items where the government is spending that money? On the items like NREGP, free gas, or grain supplied to the poor. Other than that, the others are, what did it say? Loans to the small farmers, marginal farmers, agricultural laborers, street vendors, small retail traders, all that, those coming under MSME, micro, small and medium enterprises. These are all loans to them, loan support. Then to the farmers, additional production loans, crop loans, and giving them more number of KCCs, Kisan credit cards. What do they get out of those cards? They get some loan. Instead of passbooks, they are giving Kisan credit cards. Studies suggest that the Kisan credit card are not giving much additional benefit than the agricultural cash credits. Whatever, it is the loan going from the bank. For banks giving the loans, the refinance agencies like NABARD and SEEDB, support to them, support to microfinance agencies. So mostly it is supplying funds to the banking system through NABARD, SEEDB and other refinance agencies. That is what has been done, and all that money is calculated into this. Then the Reserve Bank of India measure also increasing the liquidity in the banks, that helping the banks to have enough funds to lend, as if they are not lending because of paucity of funds. So ultimately more than 80 to 90% is not any direct cash outgo from the government exchequer. So it's a great disappointment. Add to this privatization of the core sector, atomic energy in PPP mode, coal, space, defense, airports in PPP mode, even social infrastructure. That's what very dangerous thing. It is because of the commercialization of the health sector that we could not take head on the COVID threat. The lack of preparedness was on account of commercialization of health sector. So what is expected is more of government participation, more of government spending. Health, education and food, what we expect is government spending. But unfortunately, hints here are privatization, including the social infrastructure. So finally, it is greatly disappointing that it is not 10%, not even 2% of the GDP what government is going to spend, and there is no hope of putting money in the hands of the people, whereby creating the demand and supporting the economy, reviving the COVID-ravaged economy. Thank you for watching my channel. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not done already. Click on that subscribe button below this video. After clicking that, you may also please click on that bell icon, whereby you will get the notifications as and when I upload a new video. Thank you.